Hungary. Land of great history, Polish friends, amazing cities and unique language? It's one of the most powerful nations in EU4, with insane missionary, Black Army and interregnum. Let me show you how to easily get out of that interregnum, PU whole region, beat the shit out of the Ottomans easily, and actually make money as Hungary. Alongside this showcase, I'll be aiming on getting my only missing Hungarian achievement, the Hungarian Games, which requires me to use the Black Army Special Merit Company and win 23 battles with them. This is Zlewikk and welcome back to my Achievements Hunter run, where I'm trying to get all of EU5 achievements before EU4 is released. You see, we are right now at 288 out of 373 achievements, so there's only a few of them to go. Sponsor of today's video is eneba.com. It's a sponsor of the whole channel because you support it so much with buying the products from it. This is a marketplace where you can buy games from all of the platforms that are available, of course including Steam, where you can even right now buy Kingdom Come Deliverance for a much discounted price compared to Steam. There are a total of over 20,000 products that you can find here, and it's not only games. You can also find gaming cards as well as gift cards for anything, from food, for entertainment, fashion or even travel. Until Monday, users from Poland can use a PL deal discount code for 10% off for any gift cards, games and subscriptions. Don't worry if you're not in Poland, there are plenty of discounted and cheap games you can find on that platform. Like Mortal Kombat 11 for just $2. Or Civilization 6 for $2.50, since Civ 7 is not doing so well. But yeah, let's go straight to the video. Rivals, that's Bohemia, Poland, because we want to force PU on them, as well as the Ottomans, as that's gonna be not early, but mid-early path of our expansion. With power points from each, we start at 35% crown, so that gets us up down to 5%. We'll also take higher relations with everyone of our religion and diplorep, so religious diplomats, as well as development of the temples. From nobility, we definitely take manpower. That's 25% at this point. As far as supremacy with the crown and a general, from the burghers, that's gonna be prestige, 1% loans, as well as tax. Then Switzerland, some on the diet, and we can take relations with Pope for more papal influence. Let's recruit a general, and he is 6-1, not bad. Of course not as good as Hunyadi, but at least he has 2 siege. Then we can turn off our armies and get them together and recruit some advisors. This is gonna be a discipline guy. That's gonna be a guy for diplorep, as well as stab cost. Since we rivaled Poland, we need to get a bigger army than them. They have 21,000. So we can achieve that by simply getting a free company. As for alliances, that's gonna be surely Austria, and I have to look for enemies of the Ottomans. There's plenty to choose from. East Austria and Venice, they like each other, so that's potentially an ally. And same for the Aragon. So that's gonna be my goal, to get alliances with Aragon, Venice and Austria and build favors on them to attack on the Ottomans. But at the same time, we want also an alliance with Moldavia, because we do have a mission to have them as our ally. Since I can already merge in the yuan, I can also ally them next month. And that's gonna be the same with the Aragon. With the free company done, we're gonna get the claims of Wallachia and Moldavia. So as soon as we end interregnum, we're gonna be able to declare on them. Alliance with Moldavia allows us to take control of Moldavia, which gives us claims on Poland, and also increases likelihood of Moldavia becoming a subject in the Roman invasion event. By default, you have 20% chance for that to happen as Hungary. So with this mission, I'm gonna be close to 50-50. Actually, since we'll be expanding a lot into different religions, I'm gonna take enforced interfaith dialogue, which is increasing tolerance of heretics and heathens. So this way we've got 1 tolerance of heretics and 2 of heathens. So also our religious unity is a bit higher. Early on, a crucial part of your economy is gonna be a gold mine. That's why I'm gonna already start deving the Nitra, so get a bit more from production income. There goes the date of 1445 in December. I had to wait a bit. We're gonna get the Janos Hunyadi on our throne and Ladislaus Potsdamos von Habsburg as our heir. That's gonna hit our relations with Austria a bit, and I cannot disinherit the Habsburg, but don't worry, we'll be having more events in the future about that. Declare on Moldavia right away and try wiping their armies. And what's important, we also have to occupy Buzău fast, just to avoid situation where Moldavia is attacking and occupying it. We need this whole state for the mission, and that's why we have to get access. See, that will be a problem. So we just have to make sure these guys are not attacking by themselves. There it is, Romans invasion, and they will seek support from Hungary, which means that we will become their overlord. They're our march right now with absolutely no AE spent on that, and we can go ahead and fully annex Wallachia. Does Moldavia have any cores on them? They don't, so I don't need to give them anything. I might think about that though, because let's see. I can click this for sure. It gives me subjugation casus bellis on Serbia and Bosnia. I can definitely concentrate to increase development in Pest to 18, and I will go ahead and core it. Ottomans are guaranteed independence of Serbia, which happens sometimes, but I don't think it's gonna stand for long because they usually cancel it once the truce ends. So we might just focus on Bosnia now and just white peace Serbia in that war. Naples just became independent, which is another nation I'll be able to subjugate later. Now that I deved production Nitra to 6 and I have a natural scientist, or just 20% of gold income, 40% is not withdrawable unless I spend a lot of more power points, which for now it's not something I can do. Maybe it would be worth it, maybe not, but I got local gold depletion chance decreased. And keep in mind there's also a monument here that gives me also gold inflation modifier, gold depletion chance, and I can improve it even further to get interest per annum and more likelihood to get gold rush events. To get the casus belli on Ottomans, I need 3 forts bordering them. I have 2 already, one in Temes and one in Györkievo. Let me just spend a bit of money, small investment, to have 3. I just need to core one of these provinces first. Keep in mind, when nations like Sicily are joining war, make sure to leverage it to simply get free prestige, because the more prestige you have, the more improved relations you have and more expansion impact. Now, since I declared on Bosnia on casus belli subjugation, it's also very little AE, so nobody cares if you take a look. And as I have 3 subjects, let me go to nobility and take strong duchies here. This allowed us to become a great power, probably number 8. See, now to get union with casus belli in Poland, you either have to conquer 9 provinces in their southern mainland, which is not fun, or you are non-tributary subjects who should have more development than Poland and their non-tributary subjects, which is hard because they have Lithuania, but we are fine with Lithuania because we're gonna PU them as well. But it's just gonna take more time for us to prepare and attack them. Probably I'll have to deal with the Ottomans before dealing with Poland, which is not that bad of an idea because I can split AE this way. I can take Tech 4, which means I'm ready for the war of the Ottomans. I'm just waiting for the castle to be finished now. And when it will be less than 100 days to finish, I will go ahead and recruit an independent company. Getting us slightly over the force limit, but with the gold mine, or should we do Grand Company? That would be 33,000. I think 33,000 will be just enough if you call in allies. There's no need to go too much over the force limit. Now we'll just be waiting for that stack to regain its morale. The fort will be finished, we click the mission and we go and kill them. I'm not gonna lie, we are tiny bit lucky with this run, because Ottomans usually declare second war of Byzantium, and that will be timed around the moment I will be declaring, but instead they declared Dulkadir as second, and Byzantium will be probably next, but I'll not give them a chance to declare Byzantium, because I'll declare first. And during that war, I'm gonna start building spy network on Byzantium, so we can attack them when possible. And you know, Ottomans without Constantinople still fairly weak, so it's gonna be definitely helpful. And the Scourge of Europe gives me manpower, recovery speed, and siege ability for the duration of the Ottoman War, the first Ottoman War, and perma claims on all of this. So we just declare on Tirnovo, call in Austria and Aragon, and let's have fun. Just keep in mind, both of these guys will be on tech 3 for the whole war, so I will have to anyway tank this war myself. And since they just finished War of Dulkadir, all their troops should be in Anatolia, so if I keep enough troops on this side of the strait, I have free real estate sieging the European part of the Ottomans down. I think I managed to bait Ottomans to attack us. The only thing that we'll need now is for allies to reinforce. That's why I kept 1000 Andina and 1000 Saloniki, just so there's no situation where the siege is completely abandoned. Oh god, that's gonna be a hard battle. You see, for example, Andina would be lost, if not that 1000, and the reinforcement should be just on time. Which is nice, we've lost a lot. Actually, just 1000 of manpower, just myself. And so you see, after this war, I might even be close to full manpower. Since that will not be enough wars to just occupy European side of them, as they don't have Constantinople, I got access from all of these nations with hope that my allies are gonna follow me to siege them down and connect the troops. I also have 2 advances that are 50% cheaper, so I can run them on level 2. That helps a lot with mana generation, even though I'm 3 relations over the limit because I have 4 military accesses. Oh, that's unlucky for the Ottomans. They called into the independence war fighting in the Timurids. That's not good news for us because that's gonna make them much less likely to proceed with my plan, which is shortening the truce by attacking either Serbia or Ragusa. But I think if we wait enough time, they should not protect one of these two. So this is actually unlucky, that's not helping at all. And yeah, it looks like they pieced out the Timurid war already, so that's actually great. Maybe I should wait for the troops to come back, because I want to reduce their size a bit for my next peace deal. How many do I have? 33? They can have 20, I think it's fine. Let's do this. I'll tell you in a second why this kind of the peace deal. So, it's border with Byzantium, of course, right? It is straight, so I can go and siege them down here. Border of Karaman, so I can go after Karaman. And I can release from these provinces a subject called Bulgaria. That for my next war with the Ottomans has all of the scores. And I also want to subjugate Byzantium. But before I declare on Byzantium, I actually want to declare right away on Serbia, just so the Ottomans join. And I can immediately shorten my truce with the Ottomans. So this way I'll be able to go for the conquest of Byzantine and Bulgaria provinces fast. It is Matthias Corvinus event where I can become a union of Austria, but inherit Croatia, or I might make Austria not so happy about us, give them restoration of castles billion us, but I'm gonna guess Matthias Hunyadi as our new heir, and that's important. Heir, not ruler, and a 222 Barnaba will be our new ruler, which is not perfect. I'm just gonna let it auto click, and that also to take Hungarian succession, which gives me crown land, but also prestige that is converted into power points. Mostly it's just Regency, which is gonna end in 3 years, so it's not that bad of a news for us. Let's just wipe the Ottomans, which shortens our truce from 15 years to probably like 7 at the end if we count the war. It could take 700 ducats for the cost of additional 2 years of a truce. Actually, let's do that. That's why it's of huge use. We're gonna come back to you, Mr. Ottoman. Oh, Athens declared. Wait. Oh. It's Athens with the help of Naples and Genoa. I have to declare on Byzantium ASAP. Which I can't do because I'm in a Regency Council. Okay, 2 more years, it's fine. Who wants to break alliance? Austria, because they have casus belli on me, domineering attitude. Gonna fix it later, it's fine. I think as soon as the Regency ends. Oh, and we just lost on our ally Aragon. A PQ of Castile. Unfortunate, but I think Castile is also gonna like us. a bit later. Or France already likes us. Let me improve with them. Since on subjugation cast is built, I have to subjugate to take any lands. I'm gonna subjugate them, but as you see here, I'm gonna take all of the lands for myself, and just as soon as the truce ends, I'm gonna release them and eat that Zeta province. I don't need another strong subject, especially that we want to have Byzantium subjugated. This is gonna be much better for us. Plus, that's another gold mine. So let's go ahead and start coring this for myself. Subjugate Serbia gives me also A impact and diplo points. And strong dashes give me more force limit. So instead of 38 force limit, I should be after the month tick at 41. See again, AE doesn't matter. And this guys, I can just cancel the vassalization when the truce ends in 72. So it's in 15 years. Then I will make sure to seize land soon. So you see, I'm going for high crown land just to don't get liberty design or subject development. Okay, Byzantium's free. And it's just left with 2 provinces. That's even easier for us, as I will be able to faster do the war and then declare on the reconquest. I'm just waiting for the Regency to end in February. First bonus here from the Holy See. Diplo rep and Diplo annexation cost, as I will be annexing Croatia soon. And also let's replace alliance with Austria for alliance with France. So the manageriation is back to good. I could check the pretender, but I don't expect much. Yeah, let's deal with the rebels. But anyway, the focus is to handle Byzantium first. As fast as a matter of months. I'm gonna fully annex them because our relations were terrible. Which means I'm gonna lose these 2 cores, so I just stop coring them actually. It's maybe a mistake to even start doing so. And lose Byzantium in these 4 provinces, still keeping everyone loyal. We have to wait for these guys to lose their alliances with Genoa and Naples. For Epirus, we probably declare on them during the war with the Ottomans. And truce with the Ottomans is ending soon, because that's already in 5 years. A child in the Reeds, a noble from the Hunyadi family, 635 becomes an heir. Ruler is young, but that's not bad. Let's get him. Just to see, this is all the cores that Byzantium has. These are the cores of Bulgaria. Plus, I can also release anytime Karaman for all of these cores. And I'm gonna probably do that just before war with the Ottomans. Tier 2 guarantee from why we have our unique one here. It's not really useful. I mean, Andros is not bad, but I definitely prefer the tax meta. So instead of 6.9, I'm earning 8 ducats of tax. And since we have a lot of mill points and ahead of time in Diplo, let me go ahead and dev this a bit up to 10. And now I'll be investing my mill points into Order of the Dragon, but about that in a second. Oh, and that's the event that we needed for the achievement. So I'm gonna get less force limit, but I'm gonna get a Black Army Merc Company. So if you give it a month tick, you see it takes no professionals when recruited. It's 12,000 troops, so it's a big company that has additional discipline. It's really nice for us. It costs a bit of money for comparison paying. Well, actually, it will be similar cost to what I'm paying for the Grand Company now. And we need to start winning battles with these beauties. That's why probably before the war with the Ottomans, I'm gonna replace Grand Company with the Black Army. For Conquest of Herzegovina, I'm gonna get yet another mission that is called Bosnian Security, which is more trust towards them, less liberty desire, and that's pretty much it. And I can right now also do weekend Poland because we have, 5 more dev. That's deving of the gold mine. That is gonna give me PO on Poland for 25 years, which is, I think, just alright. Because I'll first deal with the Ottomans and then go after Poland, unless we want to go crazy and go after Poland before war with the Ottomans, which is totally doable. We have 4 years of truce with the Ottomans. I will do that. How many troops will have to fight? 50,000. Also would help me normally, but of course they're not so willing to do that. We have a tech advantage. Let me just go ahead and recruit the Black Army. And keep the Grand Company for now. We want to make sure we win this war smoothly. I can in the meantime also get an alliance with Muscovy that will get me over the limit of the relations. But it's fine, I'm gonna start annexing Croatia now. And as told you, in some time I'm gonna get rid of Serbia as well. And with over 30 of Caroland, because of small rebel stack, also it's much easier to keep these guys loyal. So Mr. Poland, restoration of union. Let's see how much AE that's gonna be. Nobody will care. Just look at this army quality difference. The fact that we've been fighting battles already, plus the tech advantage, is just destroying them. How? Oh, we're nowhere close to get anything here. I was wondering if I could get AE impact for the war, but I have AE impact from the Serbian mission. Oh, they also have the Danzig event. Oh, Moscow declared on Poland. Which means that if I vassalize them, I make them my subject, I'm gonna end up in a war with Moscow. Yeah, if it's so little back army, it counts. It's hard because and it counts at a 1k stack. It's kind of tough because I need to fight very small battles with them. And most important, cuts up to 3 battles per nation. So I can in this war I can get 3 versus Lithuania, 3 versus Poland, and 3 versus Gotland. So let me take. I got 2 versus Lithuania. That should be my first one against Poland. Let's see, they're winning. And now let's get first one versus Gotland. Tech 6 is important, but I can click it a few times. Just look. This gives me garrison size on garrison damage, but more importantly, 1 base manpower in every province. And like this state with 5 provinces, it means 10 mil points per dev click. So instead of 28,900 of maximum power, with this 2, this 3, this 4 clicks, I'm up to 34,000 already. Anyway, I can piece them out now. We take full money as well. I mean, as much as they're gonna accept. It doesn't matter. I mean, Bohemia and Venice. Yeah, let me improve relations with Venice first. There's no rush. There we go. I can also take more money. Now nobody cares. And look that it's still a year before truce with the Ottomans end. There goes PU, we are in control. It's just a matter of winning some battles. Let's also embrace the institution. Take deck 5. The idea I'm gonna take is gonna be diplomatic for, you know, more relations, diplo reputation. More importantly, province war score cost. And that's why I've been saving the points. So that's more diplomats, advisor cost, and more coming. That is also, of course, the improved relations bonus. Mission Jagiellonian Union gives me CAF cost, max promoted cultures. It accepts the Polish culture and gives me plenty of perma claims around. We'll definitely go after the Teutons next, but let me first deal with Moscow before we go after the Ottomans again. Now keep in mind, you lose your personal union when your rule dies and there's negative relations. I'm gonna start improving this already. Now before I annex Croatia, I would almost forget to take the bonus that I don't lose deep rep when annexing. Oh, I can white piece Moscow as well. It's just not my focus now. Let's go ahead and declare on the Ottomans immediately. Annexation, of course, is done. Fixing our borders a bit. I think next step is to start annexing Bosnia right away, because we are a bit over the relations limit. That gives us a mission to integrate Croatia. That is diplo rep and develop in the Croatian culture provinces. And for the Ottomans, look how many reconquests we are having. And I'm gonna do that. Let me release Karaman as well. More subjects. And that's also more reconquests we can take. Just rather both Moscow and Austria. I guess we don't care about them at this point. And let's make it reconquest of Edirne. It's time to make Poland loyal. And that means additional 15,000 troops to help us out here. This is all me and subjects. Without calling in any allies, we already are having 90,000 troops. This is what I'm talking about. All of this course going straight to all subjects. Ottomans. What Ottomans? Look at our players' map mode. Let me go ahead and take Liberate Bulgaria mission, push to Constantinople mission, and secure Macedonia, which is a cheaper advisor that I'm gonna use right away. Bulwark of Christianity is also missionary strength versus heathens, and AE impact once again. I could wait for the next war to click it, But having this in mind, I'm gonna keep declaring wars right away. And before I declare the next war, I'm gonna already start annexing Bulgaria, because I'm about to finish annexation of Bosnia. Well, since I have the AE impact, let me declare on Venice. That's 50k troops, but with my subjects. And, well, I have both conquest and reconquest from them. And let me go for the conquest and focus on this, and I might take a province or two from here as well at the same time. With decent income, 35 ducats, I'm getting strong economy, which is some ducats. Production building upgraded in Pest. I don't even have access to that building. Oh, let me build that first. I'm not slowing down and I have troops here already. I'm gonna attack Genoa for the reconquest of the Byzantine provinces. I only want Corinth. That gets Epirus into the war as well. Do they have core on Arta? Yes, they do. And since Athens did not accept, I can just declare on them separately. Since Buda, Pest, has more development than Vienna and Praha, I can get all of these modifiers here. As well as decision what kind of trade goods we want to produce here instead of goddamn grain. So got to choose between cloth, copper, iron, glass. I don't think there was an event yet for the Bohemian Crystal. That's why I'm gonna change it to glass. I have prestige. I have Renaissance. I should get a Bohemian Crystal. Easily. Not Bohemian Crystal, faceting. Of course, faceting. Okay. Just take a look at that. I'm very proud. We've fed Byzantium fully. Our players map mode keeps growing, and now I'm preparing to attack Teutonic Order. But first, let me take yet another mission. Recover Dalmatia, which gives me construction of some barracks, perma claims on Venice, and CB on Naples. That CB is for 25 years, so I can take it already. We're also obviously the first great power with 200 score difference. I'm taking standard regional councils, which gives me state maintenance and tax modifier state edict. I'm also again ahead of time with the mill deck, and now I'm literally gonna click it everywhere possible. So 41,000 maximum power, now it's 46,000. That gives me the Order of the Dragon, which gives me for 20 years maintenance, nobility, and all army tradition for every province with order, so I'm up to 80. Yep, there goes the golden era. And before I piece out Teutons, I'll be able to take the AE impact. With Bulgaria annexed, the borders are getting just better. My gov capacity is probably yelling at me, but it doesn't matter. I'm only missing 6 battles to be one of the company. But the problem is they're completely out of manpower, but it's not worth to wait for them to recover. I'm just gonna keep using this small stacks for tiny battles. Look what Genoa did to Ottomans. And also Karakoyunlu is here. That's actually not that bad news for us. I just have to wait for the truce to end next year with these guys. And did it already end with the Ottomans? No, there's 7 more years. Let's prepare for Genoa. Now, problem with Teutonic Order, the province Wars Caucus is pretty big, so I can't take everything. Unless I take province Wars Caucus from Diplo ideas, which also gives me maximum power, then I can go ahead and fully annex them. That allows me to click, goddamn so many nations, Teutonic Advance, which gives me depth in Königsberg and trade center increased, as well as trade power on the Baltic Sea, which doesn't matter for us that much. It's gonna go, well, I think I could core it myself actually. I'm so ahead in time and admin. Let's do that. I don't need to feed Poland with anything. My second idea group is gonna be admin to keep expanding. And I can already take the first one for the advisor cost. So now I have both admin advisor cost and Diplo advisor cost. So this costs me almost nothing. Let's get this guy on level 3. Also with Tech 7 I can finally recruit some of the cannons. Let's start with 8,000 of them, 4,000 per stack. Last Diplo idea gives me tech cost, but also I can do some Diplo stuff like breaking the royal marriage without losing stability. There we go guys, 1479, I just got the achievement. It was pretty easy, but it doesn't mean I end the video because we got good borders for the thumbnail, so I'm gonna dominate a little bit more. Enough war score to take all of this. And you know what it also means? If you go back to subcontinents, I can start doing that in Levant, of course not in Eastern Europe. But for Levant itself, I can go ahead, because I'm slowly out of gas capacity as stuff to state. And I would definitely want to state all of this. So I'm just gonna simply add just trade centers. Sinop, Sirma, it's Smyrna in Hungarian, and I'll be adding more and more over time. Just as I don't have enough admin mana as I'm feeling the ideas, let's feed Karaman a little bit with the other provinces. Yeah, now it's better, and I almost have enough mana to cover all of this. That also gives me Heirs of Ruthenia, taking these provinces, which is Cav compatibility, Cossack staff, permaclaims on the Crimea area, so I can go after Crimea itself next. We might figure out releasing a subject around here. Oh, Great Order is still alive. I wanted to release them. How about Strakain? Strakain wouldn't be that bad. Still playing a lot of subjects, but the cooperation cost is gonna be better. We also definitely have to start fixing our economy, but it's really hard without going to the Venice trade node. If we want to really, truly fix our economy, we have to go after Venice. We need also more merchants. How's that trade company? They have 24, 28. %, 35%. We need to get our 50, but we're gonna get there later. I definitely won't by the end of this video have my economy set up, and going after Venice is gonna be a crucial part of it. But first, let's decrease our AE a bit in Europe. So we're gonna focus on the Mamluks, Crimea, and Muscovy. Okay, guys, I've almost forgot about this. We have PU casus belli on Naples. We have to use that. They are allied to France, but there are ways to avoid that. Like attacking someone who have help of France, like Bohemia, that will be not protected by Austria. They hate each other. Let's go in France. We'll just go. We might try taking Chep for ourselves, but let's go for the conquest of Brno. I might not even take anything in that war, but more importantly, we have France. And now, thanks to this, I can go and prepare myself to declare Naples. And that peace deal from Naples gives us absolutely no AE. People just don't care. It's great. Which personal union is that? Got Poland, Lithuania. Okay, Naples. So that's third, but subjects many more. And I'm on my way for the Bohemian PU as well. Legacy of the Louis the Great gives me years of separatist admin efficiency for 25 years. And did you know that you can now reform Hungary? And it's not an endgame tag, which means you can potentially use this admin efficiency to stack insane amount of it in like some kind of weird runs. But anyway, if you complete this mission while Naples is for our subjects, integrating subjects no longer gives -3 to public reputation, and integrating a personnel additionally now grants splendor. Very nice. So I technically don't need this anymore, but it's still the plan X cost. Also taking these 5 provinces from Bohemia is not really hurting our AE that much. There are a bit of countries that will join, but it's nothing crazy. And I took exactly 5 provinces because of mission tree. Because if I have 5, I get restoration, Ruthenian, casus belli on Bohemia for the next 25 years. It's time, guys. It's time we handle the Mamluks. They are behind in tech. No ideas. And they only have 30k troops. So that should be like that. I'm just gonna even probably use that one stack because the other is handling rebels. Let's take a look at your army quality, Mr. Mamluk. It's not tragic, but it's also nowhere close to ours, so we are destroying them. And with a few follow-up battles, we should be done with this war fast. Fixing borders in Anatolia and taking promises that will give me 2 merchants from the trade companies. That's a bit of AE, but should be fine. Since I already have a coalition here, I'll have to declare on QQ just after I organize my stuff here. Become an empire first. That's the Gav capacity I needed. We're gonna give a bunch of lands here and here to Karaman, and the rest of this lands has to be covered by myself. This goes to a trade company, and actually I think all of these lands go to a trade company, and all of this I can click it because I only chose specific provinces that will help me get the merchants. That's also a mission, fund the monasteries, which gives me a cheaper advisor. It gives me also Grant Orthodox autonomy, Burgos state privilege. And I'm gonna get a Biblioteca Corviniana, which is tech cost and the idea cost. For how much? 20 years, 1507. Ah, it's fine. Let's just take it already. It also upgrades the monument. So now it gives me institution spread. Oh yeah, now let's take a look. In Italy I have 47% of trade power. So if I upgrade this to level 2, that's 52. I've got 64% in Levant. And as for Alexandria, we are at 47. So with this, we are at 52. Of course, long term, we don't want this button, because that's inflation. So how about we try upgrading Alexandria to level 2? And that's enough, thankfully. So let's give it a month tick to get the merchants. Okay, we have 3 new merchants now. So collecting Constantinople ready. Let's send guys to Alexandria to transfer, to Aleppo to transfer, to Ragusa to transfer. Let's take a look now. We overextended, so that hurts our trade income for sure, but instead of 15.27, that's already 30 ducats, almost doubled, and we'll be handling it better and better over time. For now it's okay, but we're gonna make it goddamn good. To get thick aesthetic, I need to have the highest morale for my neighbors and some of other stuff, and army up to the force limit. So we need 19,000 more troops, which means I can just go ahead and spend some money to recruit a grant company. Since I already took a loan, how about we take the burger loans instead and invest the 700 ducats to get that mission. Third is in exchange I'm gonna get for 20 years cooperation cost, which combined the cooperation cost I just took is gonna be very useful. And for the Black Legion I need professionalism, which is not there. Let me just remove that grant company in the meantime. It's time to build a flagship on top of many galleys that I already built. Since I told you I want to go after Venice, after I deal with Bohemia. Well, at last I can take this, which allows me to annex Byzantium right away. And this border set is perfect. To make him even better, I'm gonna start annexing Karaman. Just as usual, I'm gonna decrease autonomy in all of these provinces to make sure I'm fully using its potential. Yeah, I increased autonomy one of the provinces by an accident. This way I've hit 107k of maximum power and almost 100 of income. With lots of meal points I can also invest them into local organizations, which is, as we discussed, free death clicks all over there. Our ruler just died pretty early honestly, but it's fine. The new one is 635, 33 years, so also gonna keep him for a while. Perfect succession, just Hungary plays by itself. The succession flash of 5th, which is I think pre-chorus event 646 air, like what the hell. Choose if Bohemia is down. Also still hates them. So just go for the restoration of Fear and Casus Belli. With literally a few months of the war I can peace out. Just take a look. Nobody cares in Europe about my yet another personal union. And just take a look at this players map mode. This is my friends 1.7 thousand great power score. And since I made them loyal, gonna get all estates loyalty, estate cooldown interaction, power projection, and I could join the empire? But I'll not be able to be an empire anymore if I join it, right? I don't want to join the empire. I'd rather remove it, honestly. The only thing that hurts with this expansion to Moscow is diplo points for unjustified demands. That's still pretty good. Oh, I took it for myself. Let's give Koln to Lithuania. Yes, we're expanding our subjects a tiny little bit. We're keeping the orders for ourselves, right? The Teutonic Order and Livon Order. I didn't expect that, but I became a pope. Usually you do have chance to win with pope, but he died pretty early, and we just 30 invested. We can be a pope now. What's the age of this guy? 45, so I can keep it for a while. Just keep in mind the control of the Holy See gives you a diplomat, tech cost, advisor cost, staff cost, most importantly, diplomatic annexation cost, and AE impact. So I'm gonna annex Karaman a bit faster. And I will probably use it to conquer Venice. It's gonna be still plenty of AE. As for Golden Bull, how about we go and take the institution one, because in a bit more than a year we're gonna have colonialism. And the last admin idea is admin tech cost, but more importantly gov capacity. So we have a lot of this freed. And yet another diplomat which I will be using to improve relations with outraged countries. With 3 trade centers in my home node in Carpathia, on level 2 I'm getting expand the free royal towns burghers privilege. That gives me improvements with these requirements, additional manufacturing slot, dev cost and goods progress modifier. That's pretty nice. I just don't have slots for the burgers. That's why I'm repaying my loans now, because actually not even for this privilege, but for another, so I can decrease my inflation at last. There goes annexation of Caravan, just at the start of 1501. What else do you guys want? These are the perfect borders, but I'm gonna improve them further with my next war with the Mamluks, as well as QQ. Maybe even here for Crimea, and that's gonna be it for this campaign. And honestly, screw Venice. The trade setup that I organize is not bad, it's not perfect, but I have good enough income. But long term, I'll definitely have to go after Venice. Let's handle QQ. Team words are gonna help, but it's not like too strong team words. I found team word army. Oh, don't run away. I really want to check your army quality. I need to. I will even attack on the mountains, slightly outnumbered. 3.8 morale, no discipline. Yeah, that's what I expected. Is it the winged hussars? No, they are a day late. They are a day late and get wiped. This is all I need from Karakonlu, so connecting my lands and just fixing the borders in general. It's all for a thumbnail. We don't lie in the thumbnail, so we have to achieve something in game to put it on the thumbnail. Okay, here goes the last loan. Teen inflation. Let me go to burgers now and take the promote burgers bookkeeping, which together with golden era give me just cost of 38 to decrease the inflation. So I can at last bring it down to 0 and increase our balance to 55. So Mr. Mamluk, let's have some fun. As usual, guys, going for perfect borders. Last step to make them fully perfect is clear Nogai here, but honestly, they are perfect already. So just gonna make sure to core his provinces and show you great income and maximum power. It doesn't matter now because I'm ending the campaign, but remember that heir from the event, yeah, he's dead already. What, for 30 few years old, I think. Oh, and the ruler also already died. That would make this run very unlucky. Embracing the institution. I could take Tech 10 as well, 1511, and I would be probably going for influence or the diplomatic annexation cost, and also policy for yet another diplomatic annexation cost. So I could get Poland, Lithuania, Bohemia, Naples annexed pretty easily. And just look at these borders. Look at these borders. Look at this player's map. This is tribute, and it's showing how strong Hungarian mission tree is, and how it allows you to just dominate everything around it early on, and then you can do whatever you want after you do that, because personally I did most of the missions already. There's just a few left, mainly internal stuff, POing Austria, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching today. If you do enjoy this kind of runs, not only achievement series, but also going for some side goals, let me know by liking this video, and of course subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future stuff. Bye!